After months of waiting, it's finally here. We're back again for another unboxing, and this time it's not a wagon or wagons, but it is a Loco. I'm not going to lie, I have ordered a shed load of them, so excuse the pun. It's been on order now for, if I said 6 months, 7 months maybe, that they announced that they were going to make it. And they also announced that I think that they're going to do every single variation of this particular class from the first Loco that arrived in the UK to the last one that was ever built and brought to the UK. I am buzzing. But first of all, I'd just like to say a massive thank you to everybody who's liked, subscribed and viewed the videos. And if you've left a comment, obviously I'll get back to you very soon. And it wouldn't be the same without a good cup of tea. So cheers. Right, let's get to it. Remember, safety first. Safety first. Just to clarify, this Loco did not come into this box. I've just put it in here for unboxing purposes. So please welcome, that's right, you might not be able to see it because of the shine, Accurascale to the brand new Class 66. Right, this is how it come. So obviously, like I say, I didn't get it in that box, so I've just put it into that box. Here we go. And this particular Loco I'm showing you today is Freightliner 66507. And there we go. Obviously all the usual quality paperwork that you get with the Accurascale. There we go. Obviously various instructions as well if you're running it on DCC, etc, as well. There we go. So please welcome to the Freightliner 66. Right, here we go. Obviously you have little spaces to stop it collapsing in. And also, look at this. So these are, if you want to take the front couplings out, and they also come with the air pipes attached already. You have extra air pipes, and you have the tension lock as well. Is that a tension hook? Tension hook, I'm sure it's. If you want to stick that into the front as well, I shall show you in greater detail soon. Here we go. Oof. This is nice. There we go. But you don't want to see it in my hands, do you? So we're going to put it on the track. Here we go. So these little bits here must read instructions on the reverse of this card before operating your model. So basically, it's for operation with an ESU decoder, for operation with a non-ESU decoder, for operation with the DCC blanking plug fitted. So obviously please read if you have it. Also some more instructions as well, so obviously which are essential. So read those very shortly. Now to the stunning paperwork. Obviously Class 66 locomotive, British Rail, electromotive diesel by Accurascale. Obviously front page is obviously to the unpacking, like safe operation, intended use, wheel cleaning as well. I'm checking the electrical connectivity as well. Then we have a massive, and I mean a massive breakdown of what is everything on the Loco. Everything and how it is placed on there as well. And also, look at this. Look at this. This is, I think, is this a first for Accurascale? That the Loco's body can be removed just by applying a little bit of leverage to the side, and it pops up. So that is, hopefully that's a very good good thing. And obviously, I think by the looks of it, they're the two holes. So that one there, and that one there, and potentially that one, possibly, and that one as well. So yeah, so that is that. Obviously on the back we have fitting a second man to the right hand seat, etc, etc, fitting the driver to the left hand seat. So that's all there. General care, acknowledgements, warranty, etc, etc. Obviously fitting the pipe work as well. So I shall read that very soon. Now obviously it wouldn't be the same if we didn't have one of these cards. So one of these cards is, because this is a sound Loco, obviously this tells you the numbers. So numbers like F0, 1, 2, up to 31. Oh, they're not in use. So it's up to 26, sorry, up to 26. So for some controllers, they only go up to about, is it like F11 or F12? So my brother uses the NCE power cab, so I think that only goes up to something like F11 or F12, something like that. So it's not all the way up to 31. But the advantage is, what I did notice when I read this earlier, is obviously you got lights on and off, so that's F0, so that's usual. F1 is obviously to turn the engine on and off. But F2 now is potentially the brake. So as in, because it's an ESU, and I think my Bachmann Class 37s run an ESU decoder as well, that uses number 2 as brake. So you physically have to push number 2 to break the Loco. So with some controllers, so the NCE power cab, you just push it and let it go, push it, let it go, push it, let it go, and then obviously it will slow down for however long you have number 2 pushed down. With we run the ZTC back at home where I am now, and unfortunately for that you have to push number 2 enter, then function number 2 enter, and unfortunately obviously it's quite a time consuming process. So but it is an older controller. So yeah, so obviously you have low tone air horn, high tone air horn. F5 is heavy freight mode, so that'll be quite interesting to find out. You also have F6 light Loco mode. So F7 is drive hold. I'm not too sure what that is, but I'm sure we'll find that out eventually. F8 is buffering up and coupling. F9 is two-tone horn. F10 is cab doors slam. F11 is flange squeal. F12 is short high tone air horn. F13 is short low tone air horn. 14 is sander. Then you've got cab windows. F16 is rail joints. Oh, rail joints. Almost a bit pointless, is it? But oh, this is quite good. So F17, if you have the Evening Star model, F17 is the E-bell. And then F18 is the E-bell as well. So I don't know why there's two numbers regarding the same bell. F19 is fade out sound, so you can run it quietly. No, keep doing that. F20, not in use, so that's nice. F21, cab lights, and then F22 is night lights. F23 is marker lights only. F24 is tail lights off. F25 is tail lights only, top and tail mode. F26 is tail lights on both ends. Then the other five are not in use. So there you go. Obviously you have auxiliary functions as well. So obviously I'm guessing these are to do with the switches as well. So there you go. Obviously a bit of an essential as well. Now coming to the booklets. So as you can imagine, typical Accurascale quality, absolutely amazing. Obviously gives you just like, I'm guessing, the history and things like that. I haven't read it yet, but it looks absolutely stunning. Obviously you have the various liveries that they're doing. So there you go. 66507, that's the one I have here. I have also ordered a couple of others as well, which you'll find out in due course. So I may not have ordered a DRS, not in that colour though. See various others as well, and yeah, it's absolutely incredible. That's a Fastline 66. I have one in Hornby. Oh look, there you go. That's what I may have ordered or not. Hopefully Hornby. Did I say Hornby? I think I did. In Bachmann, I have one in Bachmann, so possibly maybe, and I have some Accurascale wagons as well. So just a little hint. Yeah, and look, here you go. Here you go. These are all the liveries as of the moment, what they're doing. And you think how many liveries there are that the 66 has. Absolutely shed loads of them. So I may have ordered 1, 2, 3, 4. I may have ordered 5 of them at the moment. So obviously you don't want to see this booklet, you want to see the train. So let's go. Right, before I show you on the track, we shall do a Loco Weigh In. There we go. That is a monster, monster 712 grams. This obviously is a very old Bachmann model. This is a very old Bachmann model, so this comes in at a measly 544 grams. Now regarding the 544 grams of the Bachmann Loco, we've never really found that it had massive issues putting big freight trains, but I did discover, so I got a Fastline one of the Bachmann ones, but I also have Fastline, I think it's HYA wagons, these wagons here. So I have 20 of those, and it did actually struggle to pull it. But then that might be down to the fact that obviously, excuse the mess, that these are excessively tight corners, but we've only done it to get round onto the width of layout that we have. So it did actually struggle to pull it. So, but maybe on a wider layout, it might be able to pull it. So, but I do find that they probably need maybe what is it? Is it like turn out the bearings or something like that, where you can just make it run smoother, and you can put a little bit of oil onto the wheels as well, not on the wheels, just to clarify, but into the bearing, just to make it run smoother. Because I do have very similar wagons, these, so I have these as well, and they run really smooth. So I think if I just worked on these just a little bit, I think these could probably run as smooth as those there as well, and I don't think it would have an issue pulling them. The base of what these are, so these are the different front end. I'm not going to open it, unfortunately. Different front end. So if you don't want the coupling, but you can put this in it instead. Basically, if it goes for full instructions on how to fit the front deflection plate and the 2 air pipes, parts 22 on the exploded diagram shown on overleaf, visit our website at accurascale.com, pages, support, or use the QR code below. There you go. The locomotive design may differ from that shown below, however the fitment of the air pipe remains consistent across all classes or class 66 models. So there you go. So basically, as of the moment, I've got no reason to take it off, but eventually I probably will, just so it will end up just going in the one direction. So to the Loco. Going on the basis of having to remove the shell, I'll show you how easy it is. It's that easy. It was a little bit fiddly because obviously you have a little bit of pipe work that comes down from the shell as well. So that is just something to be mindful of. But yeah, there's four lugs that locate onto the shell. So, and also be mindful that I did have actually one of these grills fall out, so I've just had to glue that back in. Other than that has been absolutely perfect. This is what the chassis of the Class 66 looks like. Here we have the speaker. There we go. We have the speaker. So to some of you that will mean something. And some of you will probably be saying, well, that could do better. So moving along, obviously you have the main circuit board. Obviously the main circuit board, various wires, etc, etc. Obviously these are the switches. These are the switches, obviously, that you turn on or off depending on what decoder you are having and depending on if you're running DCC or analog. Obviously this is the Lok Sound V5 ESU decoder. And then moving along, we have the capacitors. I'm guessing these are the capacitors. If they're not, please correct me. So they're there to make it stay alive if it goes over dodgy track as well. Obviously, you have also the pins here and here and here and here for obviously the cab lighting and for the actual lights at the front of the Loco as well. To place the shell back over, obviously you want to make sure it's the right way. So one side's got two grills and obviously the other side's got one. So obviously you've got here and here. So it's even decorated as well. So obviously you have to be very, very careful. Obviously you have these pipes not to catch them. Not to catch them on the chassis itself, and obviously then you just gingerly, he says, there we go, we're going. Oh. There we go. Obviously it was the lugs that was holding it up, and obviously I don't want to break anything whatsoever. So, and hopefully, voila. Where to start with the detail of this Loco? It is just absolutely mind-blowing. We'll start with the green paintwork and the yellow ends. It just looks absolutely stunning. The finish of the paintwork is just incredible, and it's incredible how they got the Freightliner logo on the corrugated part of the Loco. Moving to the roof, you have the roof grills, and you can see pipework underneath the grills as well. Move along to the exhaust. Even the exhaust silencer looks like it's suspended on the actual roof itself. Moving back down, moving into the cabs are fully detailed. There is one thing that I don't think that the dials light up in this like they do in the Class 37. You have a back wall and that is fully decorated, and you also have a hot plate as well. If you thought the incredible paintwork was amazing, along with the Freightliner livery, and you thought the interior was something else, wait till you see the detail on the chassis and the bogies. To start off with, we've got rotating axle boxes, we have sand boxes, we have all pipework and all wiring. There is just simply so much to list, so here is a little montage. Now, obviously, the shell comes off easy enough. So as far as I'm aware, obviously you just literally just unclip it. There's no screws as far as I'm aware. But also, look at this. Look at that. That is obviously a roof panel, as you know. It contains the exhaust silencer, and there is so much depth to it as well. That's actually quite incredible. But this obviously covers, and then take it off. It exposes the ESU Lok Sound V5 chip, if that's the right words. It's actually quite funny, because even though this part here is covered with that, they also put a cant rail in as well, which is actually quite awesome. Obviously this top, this this top here is held in simply by 4 magnets around there as well. So obviously if you need to get the chip out, or you need to replace it for a sound chip, or put the blanking chip in, or anything like that, obviously that is what you do. You remove the lid, and then obviously you take the chip out. And going on the basis of that, actually, I didn't find a blanking plate in here, as in with the box. I haven't looked for it because obviously I got sound anyway. There we go, we're focused in. Right, so these are the switches that obviously need to be changed depending on what decoder you're having, whether you're running it analog or DCC, etc, etc. So you're not here to see my finger pointing around, you're here to witness what this sounds like. So here we go. That sounded bloody good, that did. That sounded really good. I did find that obviously I took the top panel off, and I didn't put it in properly. It was just a little bit up, and it was vibrating, so I just had to push that back down. Absolutely fine. You saw how smoothly that run, and it was just absolutely incredible. I think as and when I get to know the Loco, as the Loco gets run in and things like that, and I get to know the functions, I think I can operate it so much better as well. Obviously with this, like I say before, every time, let's say a horn, I've got to push the horn, I have to push enter, and then I have to push function, free, and enter again to turn the horn back off. Where obviously with, say, NCE controller, like I said before, you just push it, let it go, and then it turns off. So, but you don't want to see this. You don't want to see this going up and down here. You want to see it pulling a freight train. Obviously, my brother's layout is small compared to what these can usually pull, but I should have something that you should enjoy. So see you soon. there you go. You've seen it running around. Looks absolutely amazing. It really does look amazing. Is it night and day difference to the Hattons one? This is my brother's Hattons Class 66. No, it's not. It's just been pushed up another level. Obviously with the, I suppose, the logic in how it's been built. So in terms of like with the old one, I think a lot of intricate details were on the shell rather than the chassis, and that's where Accurascale have put them back onto the chassis. So obviously when you take the shell off, they don't fall off or anything like that. And obviously they've done the logical thing of having the removable roof panel as well. So in this case it's the exhaust, and it blends in so well as well, so you'd never know that it does remove. So yeah, so you can remove the decoder if you wish. Are they, like I say, are they night and day difference? No, they're not. But my brother he's buying a GBRF Class 66 from Accurascale, so he's just waiting on that. So as of the moment, he doesn't have it. And I think he's going to do an unboxing, and I think he's going to do a comparison to the Hattons Class 66 and the Bachmann Class 66. I mean, considering the Bachmann 66 is 20 years old or whatever, it still doesn't look too bad. But it's not until you get to the finer detail where you think, right, okay, we've moved on in the world. So just wanted to say a massive thank you to my brother for allowing me to run my trains around on his layout. And if you've enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like and a subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, please do, and I shall get back to you very soon. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. See you later.